Hey, it's Graydon here with Forever Booked, and in this video I want to talk about what I believe to be the #1 success secret to a medical spa franchise called Skin Laundry. Now, you may have heard of Skin Laundry. They have about 30 to 40 locations. They're in North America and they're also expanding worldwide. And what I believe to be their #1 advantage is specialization. So Skin Laundry, they only do laser facials. In fact, on their website it says, "We made laser facials a thing." They only do that one treatment. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the cascading benefits of specialization, how it's benefiting this franchise, and how you can actually learn from it and apply some of this to your medical spa. So the first thing I did when I heard of this franchise is I went to Facebook ads library. I entered in the franchise name and I started spying on their ads. If you haven't done this before, it's actually really fun. You can just spy on a bunch of people's ads and see what they're running to get new people in the door. And what Skin Laundry does is they have a super compelling introductory offer to come into their clinic, which is a $50 intro treatment for their laser facial. I believe they use the Fatana laser, and it's not a low quality laser. I'm pretty sure they use Fatana lasers, so it's like an expensive laser. It's like a $300 to $400 value treatment. They're offering it to new clients for $50. Now you may be saying, hey, that's way too cheap. How are they making money? They're gonna attract too many price shoppers. Just continue watching this video and I'll explain how they actually make this profitable. So they have this super compelling offer. It's between $50 to $100 depending on the market, because I saw different ads running in different markets. But that's very hard to compete with, right? As a regular med spa, it's very hard to bring your price that low. So what they do is they run these ads, people come in, I'm pretty much guaranteed what happens is they bring in someone for an introductory consultation and they do that laser facial that same day. What specialization allows you to do is hyper focus on a very specific sales process. So if you look at the typical medical spa, they have so many different lasers, so many different procedures. It can be a very chaotic environment because it's a complicated service delivery model. Add to that, you have all these reps that are saying, hey, you need to buy all these machines to make your clinic better, right? And so what happens is you have these clinics that have so many procedures and it just makes everything very complex, especially their sales process. So for someone coming in a regular med spa, to train someone to sell your procedures, there are so many different things that someone can do. Maybe they do laser hair removal, maybe they do injectables or laser, whatever it is, right? But for Skin Laundry, someone comes in and the only thing that they need to sell them is more of the same thing. So they bring people in for an introductory session and they're probably selling on the back end a membership or maybe a prepaid membership for a year if people want to save more money. So from a training perspective, it's very easy to train someone to sell their procedures. They just come in and, do you want to buy more of this? We have this membership, you get a discount, and then you just sell that. So selling one thing makes your sales process infinitely easier, and it also allows them as a company to go super deep into optimizing their sales process. So they can figure out the best things to say, how long their consultation should be, what their upsells should be, what their downsells should be. They can go so deep into the sales process that they're going to be able to be much more effective at selling that treatment than any other clinic in their area. And that's why they can charge so little for it on the front end, is because their sales process is going to be better than anyone else, and they're going to be able to make more money from that person coming in from the $50, and they're going to be able to take that person coming in for this cheap offer and upsell a higher percentage of them than any other clinic in their area could. So that's the key, really. When you have a very simple sales process, you can optimize it, and then you can have more compelling offers on the front end because you're better at selling those people. So that's really the key from a sales perspective, is simplicity. Makes it much easier because there's less things to sell. Now on to fulfillment. Once you've actually sold that person a package of laser facials or a membership, think of how much easier the fulfillment is. You don't have to book them in with a bunch of different providers and different procedures. You don't have to coordinate rooms as much as you do with the regular medical spa. People are just coming in for the same thing over and over again. And so that allows them, just like their sales process, to optimize their fulfillment process and deliver an incredible experience to people coming in for those laser facials. And this is what makes it a great franchise model as well. The key to having a successful franchise is a predictable sales process and predictable service delivery. And that's exactly what Skin Laundry has. So that's why I believe specialization is so key for them. Sure, they're missing out on the opportunity of selling all these other aesthetic treatments, but in return for making that sacrifice, they get to enjoy the benefits of simplicity in all areas of their business. Now, you may be wondering, okay, enough about Skin Laundry, how can I actually apply this to my clinic? So there's two ways, just from me thinking, that you could apply this to your medical spa. If you're in a situation where you just feel super overwhelmed with your clinic, maybe you have a lot of revenue, but your overhead's super high as well. Maybe you have a ton of different services and it's just driving you crazy. It may be time to do an 80-20 analysis of your clinic. So what's an 80-20 analysis? And this is based off something called the 80-20 principle, which states that in a lot of systems, you get 80% of your outputs from 20% of your inputs. So let's look at revenue, for example. Revenue related to your procedures. There's a good chance that 80% of your revenue is being produced by 20% of your procedures in clinic. It's not that all your procedures are producing revenue equally. And in a lot of cases, you may have those procedures that are actually taking a lot of time and money to deliver, but they aren't producing that much revenue. And so you should look at all your procedures, look at how much revenue they're producing, and then look at how much time and money it takes to deliver or create that revenue. So for example, I had someone in my community do this analysis and find out that laser hair removal was actually a net negative on their business. Wasn't making very much money, and when you took into account the repair cost of repairing the machine all the time, it was losing the money. So they're just gonna get rid of it. That's what they're gonna do with that machine. They're just gonna drop it. It's gonna make their life so much simpler. So you can do that analysis in your business for your machines, and you can also do it for your customers as well. In most businesses, you'll realize that 20% of the customers produce 80% of the revenue. And you can just do an analysis of all your top spending customers, figure out who they are, and then start spending more money on marketing that's gonna bring those types of people in. Doesn't mean you have to drop or stop serving like all your other customers. It's just gonna give you more insight into the vital few people and the vital few machines that are really driving your clinic growth. And that's really the antidote to complexity and overwhelm in your business. Doing an analysis, figuring out the few things that really matter and focusing on those things. So that's the first thing I can think of. The second thing is, just like Skin Laundry, try to come up with some sort of flagship introductory offer to bring people into your clinic. So you should find some sort of really good introductory procedure that's safe for all skin types. It has low downtime. It's just something that a lot of people want. It's cheap for you to deliver. Skin Laundry really has the perfect procedure for that. Laser facials are an amazing introductory procedure because they have all those attributes. So if you have the same thing in your clinic, use that as an introductory treatment to get people in the door, offer a really good discount, combine it with a consultation, and if you want to make that offer more compelling, you can add a bunch of bonuses to that offer and give it a unique name as well to really make it stand out in your local marketplace. And don't just run it for a month and then stop. You should continuously run it and then go deep into figuring out the sales process to convert someone coming in for an introductory treatment into a full package. Now, if a couple months pass and the offer does kind of get stale and people aren't paying attention to it anymore, you can just change the name of the offer without changing anything else to sort of revive it and make it work again. And the reason why you want to do that is because when you change the whole offer, when you're offering a different treatment, it's just going to change the entire sales process as well. So let's say you have this ad for an intro laser combined with a jelly mask and a consultation, package it up, you give it a cool name, and in the summer it's called the Summer Rejuvenation Experience. So that's your summer offer, and then the fall comes around and then you call it the Back to School Glow Up. And then winter comes around, you call it the Holiday Glow Up, whatever you want to call it. You can just change the name year round to keep the offer fresh on the front end and keep everything the same on the back end. And that's crucial because during this time, you're going to be figuring out what works in your consultation process to upsell and sell those people coming in for that intro treatment. So that way you can have the benefits of one of these companies like Skin Laundry by focusing on one intro treatment while also being able to sell all your treatments when someone actually comes in to your clinic. So that's really how you want to advertise. It keeps things more simple. You don't have to constantly change things up in your clinic, and you're going to be able to really develop your sales process over time. So that is it for this video. Just in summary, the reason I love Skin Laundry and think it's a cool company is they specialize in one thing, which is super uncommon within aesthetics. Specialization leads to a cascade of other benefits, both in the sales process and delivery and the ability to scale and replicate and franchise a clinic. And what you can learn from that is doing an 80-20 analysis of your procedures to figure out what's really delivering a lot and benefiting your clinic and what's not. Also with your clients to bring in more top clients. And then you can also copy Skin Laundry's introductory offer, use that year round and change the name of it to keep it fresh and exciting all year round. So you can keep the back end process the same, so you can continually optimize it day after day, which will allow you to squeeze more juice out of the money that you spend on advertising and marketing. So thanks so much for watching the video. If you want to learn more about me and my company, you can join my email list. Just visit my website below. There'll be a good offer for you to opt in. Just enter your information, and every week I'll send you some really good content to help you grow your medical spa.